Hi beautiful people. So today we're going to be talking about and reviewing the I Love Brunch Lorac palette, eyeshadow palette that looks like this. It just recently came out at Ulta and I was super excited about it. It has gorgeous pastel colors, especially now with spring coming up. It has your peaches and pinks and a little bit of blue, a little bit of teal, and I was really excited about this palette. Overall, I would suggest you guys save your money and don't purchase it. I didn't really like it whatsoever. The pigmentation in these shadows in this palette don't have a lot of pigment. They were really kind of transparent, and it's really hard to build up the color that you actually want on your eyelid. It actually comes with a nice variety of colors because it has the lavender, it has the peachy colors, it has a little bit of pinks, it has the blue, the teal. So the overall selection of colors is really interesting. This palette retails for $44 and it's from the collection I Love Brunch. It also came with a blush and a highlighter in the same collection. I bought the actual blush, and this blush is in the shade Luma. It's a satin finish and this shade is really nice. I feel like it is a bit light. This is what it looks like. I feel like it is a little bit on the lighter side, so it wouldn't work on darker skin tones, but it's more of like a really nice light peachy color, and it is really nice and really subtle, and it might not look like it's really pigmented, but it is buildable, and it's a very light peachy shade. So I enjoyed the blush because it is buildable and it is really nice. It's really silky smooth. It blends really nicely. But for the actual palette, this is what the packaging looks like that it came in with. It came with a two-sided brush, a fluffy side and a little bit more tapered, dense side, and it came with the eyeshadow primer. I actually really enjoyed this primer. I've had it from previous palettes, so I've had a lot of time to play around with it. So the eyeshadow primer is really nice. My issue is with the colors and the pigmentation of these shadows. So even if I tried to swatch the darkest ones for you guys, and let's try this little peachy one, you can see them, but they're really chalky, and when you guys try to put them on, they're really powdery and the pigmentation is just not there. And the lighter colors, if I go into, let's say, this one, this yellow one, this brighter yellow one, I don't know if you guys can see, but they're really chalky. And I was actually going to swatch this for you guys, but the color pigmentation and buildup is so poor that it's just not even worth it. And I feel like for me, the only actual shades I would get use out of is this mauvey one right here, maybe this peachy one, but even like on a finger swatch, you can barely tell the colors. They're just really chalky, and I was really disappointed with this palette, so I would suggest saving your money. And for $38, if you guys are looking for like an actual pastel palette for the spring, or lighter colors that are a little bit more colorful, I would really recommend you guys check out the Pastel Goth by Kat Von D. These actually, in comparison, have a lot of similar shades in the actual palette. This one is so much better, so much more vibrant. The colors, even the lighter colors, are so pigmented that you can actually see the colors. They're really creamy, really buttery. I actually did a review on this palette that I will link below so you guys can check that out. But this palette is absolutely amazing. The colors are super pigmented, super buttery, and they actually show up. And this palette retails for $38, I believe. So you would be even saving your money if you go with the Kat Von D compared to the Lorac. And when I was at Ulta, they had the newest release of the Lorac palette called California Dreaming. I think that's what it's called. And those I swatched on my hand. I didn't purchase that palette yet, but the consistency and the creaminess in those shadows are much more pigmented and better quality than this right here. And so overall, I was just disappointed. The packaging is cute. It's not too big. It has kind of like a hollow effect on the actual packaging, but the shadows in general were just super disappointing. And I feel like if you guys purchase this, you're not going to be satisfied with the color payoff. So I would definitely say pass, save your money, and you can definitely look into the Kat Von D Pastel Goth palette. Now, I also have some other stuff coming in from Sephora and Ulta this week, so I'm just waiting for the packages to arrive. I'll be doing some swatches and some hauls this week, so stay tuned. You can subscribe to my channel, check out all the videos that I have. I do a lot of like makeup reviews and recommendations. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, superlady246, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys already have this palette, let me know in the comments below what you guys think of it, because I'm really interested to see if it didn't work out for anyone else besides me. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I will see you guys soon. Lots of love from me to you. Mwah!